Hey, how's it going? Brian here, Triathlon.com, and you'll notice that I am in a different background. Can be upstairs, talk as loud as I want to. Might hear the dogs, might hear the doorbell, might hear my phone. You never know. But in this video, we're going to talk about 70.3 Memphis, and we're going to talk about when you should roll into town, per my estimation. If you got comments during this live video, put them on. I've got this window over here, those live comments put up. You see me looking this way. This is where my actual computer monitor is, which you're seeing in the background. So I'll be looking this way, but I am still talking to you. So let's dive right into it. When should you get to Memphis to do 7.3 Memphis and all the logistics that go along with that? Because that is very important, especially coming in from out of town. What I like to look at first is the good old event schedule to see what's going on and when. So as you can see, they've already got the 2023 schedule posted. As you can see, this is going to be a Saturday race. So this may or may not help you out. It's nice in the fact that you get race on Saturday, run like Sunday or whatever. Problem is, you do need to come in Friday and do your check-in. But with the 70.3, it's nice because you can come the day before the race. You can check in, drop your bike, get your time chip, all that kind of good stuff the day before. It's not as fun as I would say because you're kind of go as soon as you get there. Then you do the race and then you go home. But for some of us with a busy lifestyle, that's just the way it rolls. You know, you may have Thursday to drive down there, get to your hotel or whatever. Friday pops open, you get there, get checked in and everything, or maybe you're coming in Friday morning. So sometimes it's just the way your schedule dictates. But notice Thursday is the first day. So I always recommend get there the first day that registration opens or check-in opens. So you can get there, registration's already closed. Typically, you could not register on site for races. So make sure you're there. In an ideal world, I like to get there the day, or at least travel to the venue the day that check-in opens. I like to get there before check-in closes, so I can at least get in there, get my packet, get my all the goodie bags, swim cap, all that kind of good stuff. Now they are changing this where you do not get your timing chip until you check your bike in on bike check-in day, so you cannot do that the first day check-in opens. So just be aware of that. You're not going to get your timing chip, but just to get there. Then give yourself a little time to go through the Ironman Village and the tent, the merchandise tent, because I will say in the past, anything that is worthwhile and worth having, worth buying, maybe kind of cool that you may like. If you see it on that first day, you better buy it because it'll be gone. I know when I did 7.3 Memphis in 2021, they ran out of the athlete shirts that you can buy at the Ironman Village and Ironman store, and we had to wait the next day till like noon or something like that. So I was hanging out waiting for that t-shirt to show up because that's just kind of my thing is to get the t-shirt and like a water bottle or something like that. I don't go overboard, but that's what I wanted. So I had to wait till the next day to get the next shipment in. So just be aware of that. Ironman store, anything you want that's pretty cool that you think you may want, better grab it, pick it up and buy it there and have it because that stuff goes pretty quick. So just be aware of that. But I like to get there, like I said, the day when check-in opens, so you can get there, get checked in, get that kind of checked off your list, so you don't have to stress about stuff. So you get all your stuff, and then you go to the Ironman store, get whatever you want. Maybe hit an athlete briefing. You got time, you know, there's a 3 and a 4 p.m. or a 5 p.m. and check-in goes to 7 p.m. So you could roll in at 5, get checked in, go to the Ironman store at 5 o'clock, or go to 5 o'clock, go to the athlete briefing, then go get checked in or check in before, go to athlete briefing, go to the Ironman store, whatever you want to do. So it's kind of convenient. You have options because they're open until 7 o'clock on Thursday night to do your check-in. So that's kind of nice. They're open a little bit later, 2 days before. So plenty of time to work with. Like I said, in the past, I drove there from Kansas City about 8-9 hours. So I think I've tried to drive in like that Thursday and get checked in. I may have been a little bit too late. So then first thing Friday, I was checking my hotel, so at least if you're there Thursday, check your hotel, get your food, get all that stuff straightened out. Like I said, that you want to try to get as much done as possible so you're not up late going through minor details either the day before, the night before, anything like that. And make sure you're getting settled, get your mind settled, get some sleep, get some rest, because that Thursday night is probably going to be the best night of sleep you're going to get. Friday, usually the night before a race, if Friday night, Saturday night, whatever, the sleep is not that great because you're all anxious about it. You're worried about the 5 alarms that you set to wake up. Are they going to get you up? Anything like that. So definitely get situated if you're getting there Thursday. Get situated as early as possible. Get a dinner. Get time to relax and whatever Thursday night, so you can get a nice night of sleep. Then, if you need to go do check-in on Friday, opens up at 8. But notice, the check-in opens up at 10, but they do have a practice swim. That's another reason why I like to get there. Some races will have a practice swim, and it's kind of nice. Hyde Lake, I did it in 21. Showed up Friday morning, did the practice swim. It's nice. It's laid back. You just park, bring in your wetsuit, and it was wetsuit optional. I did it in 21. So I brought my wetsuit just to practice it, just to be okay. They set up some buoys. It's nice. It's laid back. There's a bunch of other athletes. It's kind of a nice little just morning, workout. I believe I did like a little run, brought my stuff over, did my swim, and then dropped off my bike. So I brought everything over there with me. So that's going to be the key is whenever you're going over to Shelby Farms, if you're doing everything Friday, take your bike with you. Because it's a little bit of a hike to get from wherever you're parking, and I did a video on parking situations, so you can kind of go through my videos in the past there and search that up. But it's a little bit of a hike wherever you park to get to the transition area, to get to check-in, to get to the Ironman store, to get to the practice swim. It's not what I would call convenient, so you could bring your bike, you could ride it in, make sure you're wearing a helmet, don't get caught without your helmet, but bring your bike. Because you're going to have to drop it off Friday. So make sure you bring your bike with you. Make sure you don't have to spend a lot of time going back and forth between your car, going back to the hotel, get your bike, bring your stuff in. Bring your bike. Have it ready. When you check in, get the stickers put on the bike. Go check in your bike, get your timing chip. And that way you're good to go. You want to take off as many things off your plate as possible. You want to plan this ahead as best you can. Like I said, I've gone through and I've done the event schedule. Print this off. Make your notes on there, what you're going to do, what you need to bring when you're going to do check-in. If you're going to do everything like Thursday, I came in, I did my check-in, got my stuff, went to the Ironman store, call it good, got situated, got some food, went to the grocery store to get some groceries, and then went to my hotel, and I was all set up for the hotel. Had a nice night of sleep, went to bed a decent hour, got up Friday morning, did my practice run, 2 mile, 3 mile, nothing crazy, went to the practice swim. So must attend athlete check-in on Thursdays or participate. Last athlete can enter the water at 9:45. So that's going to be the key too. So you have to be checked in. So make sure you're reading the fine print. You have to be checked in Thursday in order to do the practice swim on Friday morning. So that's going to be key too. So if you're going to do that practice swim, you definitely got to roll into town Thursday, and you definitely got to be checked in, or else I'm not letting you swim. So just be aware of that. Okay. So Ironman store, all that kind of good stuff is also Friday. So I will say, if you catch an early athlete briefing, they're going to have probably less information because they haven't been asked as many questions. Usually those later athlete briefings on Friday is when they have gotten tons of questions, so they bring up all that information there. So that's kind of good too. So just keep that in mind. Notice they've got Iron Kids registration packet pickup. They've got Iron Kids run at 5 p.m. on Saturdays or Friday. They got a lot of stuff going on Friday. So definitely the one thing that they do have a snack area, like a little convenience store there. I would not count on that for food. So if you're going in there and you're going to make a day of it Friday, you got rolled in Thursday, got checked in, we do practice swim, you want to drop off your bike, you want to do Ironman store, hang out at the village, you want to do the Iron Kids run, check in your bike, get timing chip, all that kind of stuff, an optional gear bag check-in, all that kind of good stuff. That's going to be a long day on Friday, so make sure you pack food, make sure you bring it with you, bring a backpack, bring all your stuff in with you so you don't have to keep walking back and forth from the check-in and transition everything back to your car, back and forth. It's a little bit of a hike. It's about a mile. It took me about 20 minutes to kind of walk from my car to walk in. So I would definitely Friday ride your bike in, find someplace, either check it in or find someplace convenient to put it. Once you check it in, you can go back in. You're allowed back into transition, I believe. To go in, you could look at your bike one more time before you leave. You've got to kiss it goodbye for the night. Whatever. You're going to get access on race morning anyway. So once you check your bike in, there's really the only thing that I would be concerned about if there's like rain, if there's a storm rolling through or something like that kind of blow around transition a little bit. If it's extremely hot, I don't like to leave my bike out there sitting out all day in the heat. But, for the most part, when I did in 21, it was kind of overcast. It wasn't extremely hot. There wasn't many storms. It rained on us substantially on race day, but it wasn't really that much to worry about. So definitely ideal world, get there Thursday, get checked in, go to Ironman store, do the practice swim on Friday, drop your bike off, get your timing chip, optional gear bag if you want to do that, hit an athlete briefing. Does not look like there's any professionals going on for this race. So that way you get everything kind of taken care of. Friday at 5 o'clock, if you Iron Kids run, if your kids do it, after that, grab your dinner. And after that, you want to be at the hotel. You want to be relaxing, chilling out, because more than likely you're not going to get much sleep. So at least prop your feet up, be comfortable, watch a movie on your phone, Netflix and chill, whatever. And then Saturday's race day. Transition opens at 5 a.m. I definitely would get there as soon as transition opens up. The parking gets a little bit hairy. They've gotten better and better about it, but just make sure that you're there plenty of time, because you don't want to be the people caught out in car line when the race is supposed to start and have to keep pushing back the start of the race because people aren't parked yet. Age group rolling start is at 7 a.m. And then all this stuff going on, and then mandatory bike checkout, and then award ceremony. If you think you're going to qualify or you want to do the World Championship in New Zealand for 2024, you got to be there in person. The only time that it goes to emails if there's inclement weather and they cannot do the roll down slot allocation. So if you want to do there, if you want to do that, you need to make sure that you plan to be there at 4:30 for slot roll down. More than likely, as long as you're 20s and 30s spot in your age group, probably get an opportunity to get your slot to New Zealand, just because usually in North America it's kind of hard for people to do that kind of travel and get to that race. So just make sure you're there in person, or else you're not going to get that rolled out slot allocation. So make sure you're there for that. So hopefully I didn't see any questions while I was going through. Make sure we ain't got nothing going on here in live comments here doing this live video. So hopefully this helped you out. If it did, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, share it around. If you're seeing this on YouTube later, like, subscribe, get notifications, all the kind of fun stuff for future videos, either about 70.3 Memphis, other races, or just triathlon tips in general. Put a lot of information out there to hopefully help you out. If you got any questions about training, I've done videos on training loads specifically for Memphis and other races. If you got questions, let me know. I always like to answer those. Put them in the comments, message me directly, whatever you got to do, smoke signals, and I'll get back to you as much as possible. So hopefully with that, this helps you out. Then I'm going to close this video out, and we'll see you at the finish line, and good luck on race day.